Reunited, and it feels so meh. I am, as always, your host, Adam, and with me, as always, is Alex, our co-host. Hey, Alex.
Hey, Adam. How's it going?
It is going pretty well. We've been trying this for a little while now, and it hasn't really been working, but we finally got it.
Yeah.
We have finally begun this episode.
Well, sometimes it's better late than never.
Well, we had some technical difficulties, but we got it fixed. We've been having a lot of technical difficulties lately, haven't we?
Yeah, quite a few technical difficulties going on.
So this is going to... I don't even know what episode this is actually going to be.
Who knows?
Is this 7?
Should be 9, but we've run into some issues.
Yeah.
Probably end up being 6.
This is going to be episode 6. Oh my gosh.
Might be episode 5. Who knows? Doesn't matter.
No, you know what? I think it might be episode 5. I think you're right.
I think it might end up being episode 5 instead of 9.
Oof.
Oofta, 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 oofta. All right, so we're gonna dive into it though.
Yeah, we're just gonna dive right on in.
You may have heard some errant laughing in the background because Adam and I are really funny people, and we just make people laugh regardless of the situation.
Always.
Yeah. You were supposed to laugh there.
Oh. Ha!
Thank you. Thank you.
Man, aren't we just the funniest?
Even that insincere laughter was enough to get me over the edge there.
Oh, good.
That's all I needed.
Anyway, we are joined by Melissa Martin on today's episode. Welcome, Melissa.
Hi. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for agreeing to do this technically challenged podcast.
Yeah.
That's okay. It's like our high school life, so it's appropriate.
Yeah, technically challenged.
Yeah.
Just generally challenged.
Yeah, just in general.
Yeah, challenged.
Anyway, Melissa is, as she alluded to earlier, a friend of ours from high school. She graduated a year before Adam and I did, and she's off with like a big girl job doing real cool artsy type things.
Arts.
Yeah.
That's the extent of my knowledge
Real
of
cool
the subject.
arts.
It's artsy things.
Artsy stuff.
Artsy stuff, man.
Yeah. Am I supposed to elaborate?
You don't
No.
have to.
Right now?
No, you're fine.
Okay, maybe later.
We'll get into it.
Just an awkward
Okay.
pause, that's all.
Yeah,
Cool.
I
Yeah,
was
all right.
I was drinking beer.
Oh.
So
We are going to take. Sorry to cut you off there, Adam.
That's fine.
We're gonna start the episode off on a more serious note.
You may have also heard of not just the errant laughing in the background because we're so funny, but the passing of B.B. King this last week kind of hit both of us hard.
Yeah.
Mostly just because, from my end at least, he was kind of what got me into blues in general and just loving that genre of music, as I think he kind of did for a lot of people.
Yeah, I was gonna make that point. He was pretty inspirational for a wide range of people.
Yeah, he really brought blues to the masses where it wasn't before him. So he really popularized the style of music, and he really did a lot for it. To the point where some white kid from Wisconsin can be really into it for some reason. Yeah, man, it sucks.
Two white kids from Wisconsin.
You don't count.
Okay. I guess I don't count.
No, you don't.
Oh.
What I took away from the most from what B.B. King brought to us was how much he could say in such a little amount of time, I guess.
Yeah.
He was a master of phrasing, really. And there are very few people that could do it as well as he could. Mm-hmm. And I'm just glad that my parents had exposed me to it from an early age. So I grew up, with his music playing in the house pretty much all the time. So I'm thankful that I got to at least know a little bit about him.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Pretty awesome
Yeah, it really
job.
is. I've spent the past couple of days just listening to as many B.B. King albums as I could find on YouTube, mostly because I don't own them.
Mm-hmm.
And I listened to Live from Cook County that's one hell of an album. If you haven't heard it, I would highly recommend taking the 35-40 minutes and just listen to the whole thing. It's him playing at, Cook County Prison. So it's kind of it's an interesting album. You can hear like prisoners booing the warden in the background. It's kind of a cool album, but there's some spectacular playing going on in it. And his band was like just really tight, and they played so well together. It was just a really, really great thing to hear.
Yeah, he attracted some pretty awesome musicians too.
Yeah.
Aside from being one himself.
Mm-hmm.
As somebody who is a musician, I guess I could have found a better way to say that, but as you are a musician, do you I don't know, what do you get out of him as opposed to somebody like me who's not and just really, kind of relates to the music itself?
What I hear when I listen to him is his use of space and his, I guess, his solo phrasing, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
It's, as I said earlier, he says so much with so little that there are few people that, that could play like him.
Yeah.
And it's nice to hear somebody who likes solos, and similar to me when I play vibraphone, I don't need to breathe when I play, and neither does the guitarist.
Yeah.
You should still breathe.
I just pass out eventually. That's when I know my solo's over, is when I'm unconscious.
On the floor.
The longer it goes, the bluer he gets. It's really cool.
Yeah, man. The bluesier I get. But
the blues.
Anyway,
Zing.
he used space so very well.
Yeah.
And that's unusual for somebody who doesn't need to breathe to play, because the tendency is to just play as many notes as you can.
Right.
And I don't know. You can learn.
I love Stevie Ray Vaughan. He just nuts. Which is, he was great in his own way, but
for sure.
No.
But if we're gonna talk about phrasing, BB is up there.
Yeah. Well, and it's funny because when you listen to it, somebody who hasn't listened to him before and doesn't really, I don't want to say doesn't, I'm going to sound conceited, I guess, either way, but somebody who hasn't really listened to much of him before would kind of think oh, he's just playing general, basic, almost cliche at this point, cliche blues licks, but he's the guy who made them. Yeah,
he's definitely, he's they're
everyone
cliche
else
for
has
a
been
reason.
Copied him over the years.
Yeah, they're definitely cliche for a reason.
Yeah, but even though he plays them, he sounds so good every time he does it. It's nuts.
For sure.
It's incredible.
And I don't know, you could just tell there's feeling behind everything he does.
Yeah. Well, that's
what I think everybody can take out of his music is.
Yeah, blues is one of those art forms that is really, really hard to fake because you can't really play it unless you've been there. You can't play the blues well unless you've been down on yourself and kind of down on your luck in the past, because then you just come off as, it's so obvious when you're faking it is really what it is.
Yeah, I could play a blues lick the same way he did, and then I'm gonna sound like a white kid from Wisconsin.
Well, you're always going to.
Yeah, I could I could play the exact same notes, the exact same rhythm, and it's gonna sound just not as good because I haven't had those experiences and I don't have the feeling behind it.
Yeah, but even as a white guy from Wisconsin, he can still perform the blues well. But just the stuff that he's gone through, that story about in the song Lucille, where he tells a story. Yeah, it tells a story about how he got his guitar and how his guitar is famously named Lucille. How that became the thing. He's so good at storytelling, and just the experiences that he kind of lays out of his life is pretty incredible stuff. You can tell, the guy's been through some shit. So
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and it's just one of those things that you can't fake, and he doesn't fake it, and everything's so sincere, and it's one of those art forms that just really, it's so effectively gets its feeling across, where in other forms of music maybe sometimes whatever emotion is trying to be portrayed isn't Like, you have to kind of know what's
Yeah,
going
for
on.
sure.
Like,
For
you
sure.
know, the second that you hear a blues song, you get that feeling is being portrayed so well and so efficiently, whereas other forms of music, sometimes you have to, like, know the background and, like, oh, this guy was feeling like this, and he was in this part of his life when he made this song. And you're like, okay, I can kind of get that, I guess, now.
Yeah.
But blues is just, it's like in your face, and it just punches you right in the face. Like, yeah, life sucks. It just hits you with it so hard, and I love it.
For sure. Melissa, feel free to chime in at any point. We're not trying.
Okay.
We're not trying to ignore you. Promise.
No, I know.
I promise.
You guys have a lot to say about it, and I think that's good, so I'm just letting you go.
All right.
Thank you.
We
Yeah.
appreciate it.
It sounds to me like it's similar. This sounds maybe silly. I'm relating it to like like studio art forms,
Oh, please relate away.
you know, and like
Yeah, go on.
okay, contemporary art to me is like I understand it, you know, like well, not always, but it's like when a canvas is like red with a line down the left side or something.
Yeah.
To me, I'm like, I don't know what that means, but like it's way more exciting for me to see a piece of art that's like, you know, right away what it's trying to say.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
for
that's-
sure.
That's similar to this. Blues.
That was a great statement there.
Thank you.
Couldn't think of the word that I wanted to use,
That,
so I
understand.
went with statement.
Statement. It was a statement.
Yes,
That's
it was.
that's a factual
Or an
term to use.
opinion, maybe. Yeah. Yeah. Anyways,
We,
That was,
Okay.
that was very good input,
thanks.
That's also one way to have phrased that.
but not after saying
Yeah.
it. Also, not what I meant.
Still not what I wanted to say. Still
same.
can't think of the word.
Yeah, same here. Now we just both sound like idiots.
No, you don't.
You're too kind.
Well,
No, I'm the appropriate amount of kind.
anyway, we just wanted to kind of talk about it. It's been on the front of our mind for the last few days, so we just kind of wanted to pay our respects, however poorly we just did so, to BB King. So rest in peace, BB King. The
You
world
will be
is
missed.
Yeah, the world
Yeah.
is clearly a worse place without you. So, with that, we're going to go on to our regular segment that we like to call
All the small things.
All the Small Things. Alex, what is All the Small Things about?
Well, Adam, all the small things is about the little things in life that can either make your day or break it. So we're going to spend the next couple of minutes just talking about, well, some things that bug us, make us happy.
Little
You know, yeah, they're small things in life, but they are important.
Yeah, because they add up.
For sure.
Like, we haven't discussed this bit already. We've just been doing
Nope.
it every episode.
Nope. But it is good to explain for new listeners.
It is. And a new little twist that we're going to throw in here is we're actually going to have our guest play along with us.
Yes. You can play along at home, too.
Yeah, you can
You
just
could
talk
send.
at
You
us.
could send it to the. You could even send your small thing to the Facebook page if you wanted.
That sounds nice. I think that's a good idea.
But-
to the
I have
YouTube
no
video.
input here, but that sounds nice.
Yeah, you could definitely talk to yourself
Yeah.
while listening to this.
Pretend we're listening to you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we can even spend a couple of minutes just making like agreeing sounds.
Oh,
Oh yeah,
that's a good point,
Oh.
listener.
Yeah.
Oh, man, I hate that, too.
all right. So now that idiocy is over, let's. I think I'll start it off this week, Adam.
Okay.
All right, so my small thing, it's going to sound like a negative, but to me it's a positive.
All right, go on.
It's all about knowing what you're good at and people knowing what you're good at.
Okay.
So right now I am finishing up my undergrad degree and I'm taking a general elective class today. Would like to have a better grade on, so I'm doing it now. And it's a biology class, and for those of you who don't know, I am just garbage at anything science related. Like, I am just the dumbest.
Garbage.
Just garbage. And I think the professors realized this.
Oh.
And
That's their job.
yeah, there's literally no expectations on me.
If he didn't, he'd be an awful professor. That's a good point, Mom.
Yeah. I think she
I
figured
think
it
you
out.
could be a star, kid.
You're it.
She figured out.
You're the
from,
next
like,
Charles Darwin.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna give you a ship.
You just go to the Galapagos.
Oh my god.
Sail on down to the Galapagos.
The Galapagos?
Galapagos. I call them what I want.
I know
I'm a
talent
shitty
when I
professor,
see
don't
it.
you know this?
I know talent when I see it, kid.
Study them finches. Don't forget the titles.
Oh my god. Is that how she sounds?
Oh,
that was
Is that how
him.
your professor talks? Oh, excuse me. Sorry.
I was picturing a girl too. It was like
How
Okay.
dare you?
That would be the best.
I am a
Professor
man.
I also like that his impression has now changed to sound a little more manly as well.
Yeah,
No, it
a little
isn't.
bit.
Before it was like a 1940s like secretary from like a
Yeah, that's who smokes a lot.
yeah, calls people dollface.
3 packs
Yeah.
a day, doll.
Yeah, yes.
good for you.
Exactly.
They'll make you
Clears
sound
out your
like
lungs.
Oh, gross.
anyway. Anyway,
Now that we've derailed this podcast.
Yeah. Anyways,
she figured out from like sentence number 1 that I'm an idiot. And so there's
what was the first? Oh, never mind.
I don't remember what the first sentence was, but
It
it
would
was
have been funny.
would have been something stupid I probably said.
Okay.
And there's like 0 expectations on me. So like literally anything I put down, she's like, "Yeah, that's fine. Whatever." So I'm having a blast in the class because I don't have to actually know anything.
That's nice.
Yeah, and both of my lab groups have biology majors in it. So I like really don't have to know anything.
The coast
Yeah.
on his coattails.
Yes, I am. And they don't
Yeah.
expect me to know anything.
Which is even
That's
better.
nice.
Yeah, oh, it's
They've already
great.
figured it out.
I like they were doing something. I was like, "Do you guys want me to help?" And they were like, "No, it's okay."
It's okay.
They're like, "We know you're a music major. It's fine."
Yeah.
I was like, "Score."
You go over there and play your drums, bud.
Yeah.
We had to come up with an
Go hit on
experiment
things for a little while.
Yeah, just go hit some stuff with a stick.
Okay.
Bum, 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 and I'm just playing in the background. But
That's all you do.
yeah, pretty
Class.
much. I we're up in like the Winona State greenhouse, and I'm just carrying around a shovel. Like we didn't need a shovel, but I had one just in case we did.
Yeah.
Always be prepared.
Yeah, and I'm like, I have this, I don't know why I have the shovel. We don't need it, but I have it.
Okay.
And we're explaining our experiment to the professor as a group. And she's like, "Yeah, that sounds really good." And then the 2 biology majors walked away to go start and left me standing there.
Oh, no.
And she turned around to ask a question. She's like, "What's the salinity?" And she realized it was just me standing there. And then she said, "I'm going to go ask the other 2." And walked away. And I went, "That's probably for the best."
Oh my gosh. That's hilarious.
Yeah. So, know what you're good at, folks.
Yeah.
And hopefully people will figure out what you're good at, and they'll, sort of cater things to you a little bit. That's my small thing for the week.
Hopefully. Okay.
Awesome. Well, I think I'll go next, and then we can save Melissa's for last here. The best for last.
Okay.
Now there's added pressure to it, though.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, cool. Thanks, guys. Thanks.
Thanks.
It's really great
Yeah.
being a guest on this show.
Yeah. I'll see you later.
All right, Adam.
Mine isn't quite as deep. I was walking down the street the other day, down this kind of like a little mini strip in a neighborhood here, and...
Sidewalk?
Right.
Also known as a sidewalk, yeah.
Well, that's what I was walking on.
Yeah. Okay.
Walking
Continue.
in some guy's yard. No, so I was walking down the street, and this guy rode by on a motorcycle, and the person on the back of the motorcycle was riding it in the most ridiculous manner I've ever seen in my life.
So we got 2 people on a motorcycle.
2 people on a motorcycle, the guy driving, who, is a little occupied.
I've been informed by my father the second person is called riding bitch.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
So...
I know some things about it, I guess.
So the person riding bitch, I guess, if we're gonna use the proper lingo here.
Yeah. Say it right.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Say it right or go home.
Yep.
So the person riding on the back, I've seen plenty of people ride on the back of motorcycles before. This is the first time I've ever seen this. So the person was holding on to the guy for dear life, and then instead of having the two front they're 2 legs, they only have 2 legs. Instead of having their 2 legs, like in front of their body, on whatever things their feet are supposed to go on.
Okay.
This is going great.
Yeah.
It's going about as well
understand
as
what
riding
you
that
mean.
motorcycle went for this girl, because her legs were dead straight, her toes were pointed right down at the ground, and she was like leaning back, so she was like in a backwards C shape.
Sounds
Her
horrible.
legs
Sounds
pointing
comfortable.
like directly backwards, and she was wearing a helmet, but I think I could still see the fear painted on her face.
Yeah.
She was stiff as a board, and like back arched, just desperately trying to stay on this motorcycle.
Oh, that sucks.
And that's my small thing. Because I just sat there. I stood in the middle of the busy sidewalk and laughed really hard.
Oh, she was probably terrified.
Yeah.
You would have to be if you're riding a motorcycle like that.
That's
Like
true,
normally,
that's
if you're on the
true.
back of a motorcycle properly, you're fine. Well, she was not fine.
She's not fine. Clearly.
That's my small thing is people riding motorcycles like that.
Okay.
Riding motorcycles incorrectly.
It really made me laugh.
There you go.
Okay.
All right. The much anticipated small thing from Melissa Martin.
Drum roll.
Okay. Here's my small thing. So I'm in Portland. It's pretty hip here. There's a lot of dudes in beards
Inside them?
and
Yes.
yeah,
Wow.
engulfed in a beard.
Pop out.
That's kind of what it
Surprise!
looks like sometimes. Yeah, that'd be terrifying. Anyways, something, and I think it's cool everywhere, but I see it all the time, especially now that it's getting warmer, because everyone's wearing, obviously, I mean, today it's like 75, and everyone's wearing their, like, summer clothes, like shorts and tank tops and stuff, but people still wear beanies with them, and it's hot out, and I don't get it, and, okay, so, I mean, this might be like a grandma complaint coming from me. I guess I don't really care. It just, it makes no sense. Anyway, so I was like, well, at least they're not wearing a scarf, because that doesn't make sense if you're wearing shorts and a tank top and a scarf. It's hot out. And then I literally saw a girl wearing like a big, huge, puffy scarf around her neck, and it was like 80 degrees 2 weekends ago, and I was so mad. Yeah.
You threw a book at her.
I was like, upset. But the one that really took the cake for me was I live kind of on a busy street, and I was going to work or something. I don't know what. It was afternoon time, so it was hot, and a guy was running like for exercise in his running gear.
Not because
and a
he was being
beanie.
chased.
No, not for he wasn't being chased. Yeah, he was just exercising with a beanie on, and that is like so weird and gross at the same time.
That's super Portland.
Can you
Yeah,
imagine?
clearly.
Like, I gotta go get my running beanie. Be right back. meet you at the door.
Hold on,
Here's-
let me change out of my casual beanie and slip into my
Yeah.
athletic beanie.
This beanie wicks all the moisture away.
Oh, it's so gross.
We do some calisthenics
Ew.
here.
Yeah. So anyway,
Here's what I'm
that
picturing.
bothers me. Yeah.
I like later in the summer you're gonna see a hipster in like the full body suit from Christmas Story. And it's gonna be like 90 degrees out, and this moron is just too cool to be, comfortable.
Oh, totally. Actually, that might be it. That makes more sense. Like, I'm too cool to be cool.
Yeah. He's
In
too
the sun.
he's too cool to be cool.
Yeah. That's super hipster. That's like the most hipster you can be.
To me,
Yeah, but it would make sense. Like, maybe they're cold, but they're wearing like no clothes under. I don't get it. It makes no sense. Okay, that's kind of just a gripe. I don't like that.
That's no,
no, that's a small thing that we can get behind there.
yeah, I'm
Cool.
totally on board with that too. I see that up here a lot.
Yeah,
Same deal. I don't know if it's just the Northwest thing, but
it has to be.
really
I'm
annoying.
happy I don't own a beanie.
right, same here. Although I was
I
kind of
own a
that guy
beret.
today because I walked out. I hadn't been outside all day.
Oh no,
Not-
it was you. It was you running down my street.
Surprise!
He ran all the way to Portland.
Yeah, in a beanie.
Mm-hmm.
Surprising he didn't die.
It's my protective
Yeah,
shield.
yeah.
No, but I was wearing. It's like a pretty warm day up here today, and I went out to this coffee shop to try and do some stuff. And I had cords on, and it was like way too warm today to wear long pants.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't know it until I left the house, and it was too late at that point. So I was just like
Oh.
really, really hot, and everyone else is
Yeah.
wearing shorts, and then there was me.
And you look weird.
Yeah,
But were you wearing a beanie?
no,
Okay,
I wasn't. Although I did have
I-
a hat on.
then I don't mind. Well, that's not the same thing.
That's a good point.
Those are different things.
No beanie, but I did have snow pants.
Oh, thank
Those
God.
are the long pants.
Oh yeah,
So
yeah.
that was
All the small things.
all the small things, and that was also our first segment. We'll see you in a bit.
Welcome back, everybody. This here is segment 2, where we are going to get to know Melissa Martin a little better.
I don't know.
Yay!
Yay! All right.
Hooray!
So, my first question:
Okay, I'm ready.
what do you do?
Okay. Well, this is a fun question.
Yeah,
I'm a
because-
sign paint. Oh, what? Why?
No, we are just we're a couple of guys that don't really know anything, and
You want to know some stuff?
yeah, we would like to know some stuff.
Okay.
I think that'd be cool.
Lay it on.
Yeah, I feel like that's good.
So, what do you do?
Well, I'm a sign painter. So I work in it's kind of like a wood shop. And then we make so it's like a plank of wood, pretty much, that we sand down. And then we, as the painters, there's only 2 of us in the shop, get the image that we're supposed to put on the sign. And then there's like a little stencil thing that goes on it just with the outline.
Okay.
And then I paint whatever they want on the sign all day.
Like what kinds of things?
Sometimes, like bigger businesses order them. Like, we're doing this one for Portland Cider House right now, which is like a big thing going on in Portland right now. So I'm really excited. I get to make a sign for this like big cider bar.
That's cool.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
And we also do signs for little, like, just residential things. So people, for example, want, like, paintings of their dog on a sign. And I paint a lot of dogs. Dogs, Mount Hood, which is the mountain that we're right by over here. I paint a lot of Mount Hood. Flowers, a lot of flowers. I just got done
That's
painting
cool.
a really cool tractor that I'm proud of because it was hard.
So that doesn't sound like something you would be proud of, but
Exactly. I think that's why I'm having fun with it, because I would never paint a tractor or like a mountain. I don't really like landscapes at all. So I've learned a lot while working there. Like I
Cool.
feel like I can
That's
paint
cool.
a lot now. So yeah, that's what I do. I paint.
right on. You paint.
Yeah.
All right. So she alluded a little bit. She's living in Portland,
Yes.
which is semi near where Adam is.
Yeah.
Nearer than you.
Yep.
Far nearer than me. Yeah.
Yeah, I like it over
So
here.
so now that we have the geography down, we can move on.
Okay, moving on.
That has been
How,
addressed.
how is Portland? Yeah.
I really like it. I like it a lot more than, like after La Crosse, Wisconsin, which is where we all lived. To be thorough, I was in St. Cloud, Minnesota, and that was like a crappier version of La Crosse. Ugh, it was the worst. And so I was kind of ready just to get out of there. And
Just so you know, Melissa, we have a lot of viewers from St. Cloud, so please watch the image show.
well,
I'm kidding.
shit.
We don't have any viewers.
Oh, I hope now we do. Melissa Martin, the St. Cloud bashing guest.
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
your career is over.
Yeah. They're gonna anger listen now.
Ah,
We're
Well,
gonna
they
listen to
don't have
this.
that Melissa Martin
God
on
damn.
again. I better listen just to make sure. Even though, like, the episode clearly says, like, so-and-so.
What if she sneaks back on?
yeah. Oh yeah. Anyways, so I moved here right from St. Cloud because I wanted to get a job in the arts before getting my master's. Like, I wanted to see if I could do it. Mm-hmm. And I did it. And I'm like,
There you go.
I'm still I'm applying for other things now because I've been at the sign shop for a while.
Yeah.
And as much as I went to school for painting, so I'm happy I'm at a job where I do that. Mm-hmm. But that's like what I like to do, like always. So it's kind of burning me out a little bit on it. So I'm applying for a lot of other weird artsy Portland jobs, but they're everywhere, so it's awesome. So it's good. I love Portland. And everyone has
What kind of jobs are you
dogs.
going for?
What?
What kind of like other jobs are you going for? Like, what types of artsy things are there?
What kind of Portland jobs?
Portland jobs. I've had a lot of really weird jobs since I moved here. It's been fun and funny, but also crappy.
Do go on.
Okay. But I've been applying I just had an interview for a press operator at a book company. Like, they make kind of, I don't know how to
Books?
say it. They make books, but they're tiny little cute books that are all like screen printed and they look really cool.
Oh, okay.
And I don't know.
Cool.
That's all. Anyway, so I thought that would be fun just to like make covers of books. Sounds awesome.
Yeah.
So yeah, I did that, or I'm trying to do that, I guess. And what else? There's a comic book. It's called Dark Horse Comics. Mm-hmm. And I've applied there and been in contact with them because I didn't get hired the time I got interviewed, but they like me because
That's a plus.
yeah. So I'm working on it. I'm working on them, I guess, and we're still in contact. So
Would you be like illustrating the comics or?
actually, no. I would be
No?
kind of doing like page layout and stuff and printing.
Okay.
So I'm I don't know how I ended up getting into books, but it's happening.
Yeah, I have always thought that you would make like just the best like children's book illustrator.
Yeah.
I think that would absolutely fit your personality perfectly
think
and
it-
your skill set.
I think it would too. And yeah, I don't know, but I definitely think if I got into these places, it would be really accessible for me to do something like that. So I'm leaving. I have options. Like, there's definitely connections that have been made. So I'm excited.
That's cool.
We'll see what
Yeah,
happens.
that's really cool.
Yeah. Jobs I've had, I have to tell you, because they're weird.
I'm excited.
Okay.
Go on.
I worked as a painting teacher for a second, but like to a non-artist
So
audience.
me?
Yeah, you. But you can
Cool.
also drink while you do it,
Ooh.
and it was
Oh.
hilarious. Yeah,
That sounds
it's
incredible.
happening right now. Like, a lot of those places are popping up, so that was hilarious. And I was like,
Is it like those like wine and painting things?
yeah.
Oh, fun.
And I was like putting on a show, like, you know me, I was really over dramatic and trying to make everyone laugh the whole time. So I would just tell horrible puns for like
Nice.
3 hours. It was awesome. I also worked as a hostess for 2 weeks. This is my favorite one. I worked at this is what they call themselves, a glass blowing company.
Oh, we have a bunch of those up here.
Yeah, but I like went in off of Craigslist, and it didn't say what they made, and I was like, oh well, that would be awesome because I'd be a studio like assistant. Anyway, I got there and they made bongs.
That was going to be my first guess.
And I
When you
was
said I
like,
didn't know what they made, I was like,
oh.
yep, bongs.
Yeah,
Bongs, bongs.
it seriously was like, I walked in and they were everywhere, and I just looked around and I was like, well, I'm doing this. Okay, because I like didn't have a job, I didn't have my sign shop job yet, so I was just like going for it, and it was the weirdest thing I've ever done. Like, that was so strange because I don't really smoke or anything. So it was just like,
So
I don't know. It was
what are
strange.
the responsibilities for a bong factory assistant?
I was like, so the glass blowers would have each station. They would, because there were like 5 of the guys who did it. They would each make a part of the bong, and then you'd have to put it together and put it in a kiln. So I would load the kilns, and they had, I don't know, apparently there's a name for some sort of special bong. I don't know what their names are, but there was like a disc in the center. I think it was like a filter. I don't know. Anyway, you could make like cool designs on it and stuff, and I got to do all the glass designs, so that was really cool.
That's fun.
Yeah, and then I also like took photos for their website, so
Fun.
it was cool. But my boss was crazy because all he did all day was smoke weed. And we ended up getting in a huge fight, and I like walked out.
There you go.
It was weird. I told him he was too high to be mad at me.
Seems like really dramatic for a bong shop.
I know, you wouldn't think he would be so intense. Anyway, it was hilarious. And now it's funny.
My comedic mind went like right away to like you guys being under a deadline.
Yeah.
And like somebody being like, we gotta get these bongs out. They're doing 2 hours.
We only have. No. Okay. Nope.
Some guy, and everybody's just like, whoa, slow down, Melissa.
Hold on. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know.
It's okay.
Hey, relax.
We gotta get the bong presses up.
Get those bong. The bong numbers. Yeah, but he smoked so much that he would forget what he told me. In real life, it was insane. Like, I've never
like a
met
cartoon.
anyone. It was like a cartoon, and the best part, I don't know why this to me was the best part, but he had a Jew fro, and he was actually Jewish, so it was appropriate.
So it's the appropriate term.
And I don't know, he was just insane. It was so weird. Anyway, so that's why I quit, because he yelled at me for something that he told me to do, but he forgot because he was too high. It was bizarre.
Like, were you working with fucking Shaggy from Scooby-Doo here? Like, what?
Like, what yeah, but like a more hostile version of Shaggy. I was really bummed. I was like, whoa, man. I thought this was going to be way more relaxed. You are stressing everybody out. It was cool, though. I felt like I was on a TV show when I quit, because we both yelled at each other in front of everyone for like half an hour. It was awesome.
Nice.
Yeah, it was cool. That's awesome.
You gotta storm out.
Oh, yeah. Except for this is
Nice.
the best part. I forgot my purse after I stormed out. So I like snuck back in.
Oh, hey, guys.
Hey, I'm just gonna grab this and go. Yeah. So I had to like sneak back in, but nobody saw me, thank God. So anyway, I think that's it for funny jokes.
That's super funny.
Yeah, that was my favorite one. I don't know. There's been others. I nannied. It's been interesting, but sign shop now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, that's it.
All right.
Yeah.
I would like to talk to you a little bit about the creative process, I guess.
Okay.
Me being a musician and you being an artist, those two are pretty relatable, I would say. Adam also being well, he works in a hotel.
I'd like to consider hotel sales an art.
Pretty on par.
Yeah, those two things. Like, Adam, could you just describe your creative process?
That's a secret.
Oh, I apologize. I didn't mean to offend.
Industry secret.
Oh.
It's an industry secret. I apologize,
Yes.
folks. You have to, like, travel to Nepal and do all of these, like, things.
Right,
There's a lot of special things you have to do to know.
Yeah, I
Rules.
apologize.
Okay.
I had no idea.
It's kind of like the Fight Club rules, like you can't really talk about it.
Yet we are.
Yep, we
Well.
are.
Well,
You broke the rules, Alex.
I apologize. My bad. My
shit.
bad. All right. Anyway,
Okay.
I guess your artistic process is going to differ from mine
Yeah.
because I was never in the creating role, I guess. Like you pretty much constantly are
Yeah.
as an artist.
Yeah, I would.
Like
I would say that.
how like describe, I guess, how you approach it, having to constantly create.
It's interesting. I guess for my own work, it's different because, like, I don't know. The other day, this is not related, but the other day somebody asked me if I painted every day, and I was like, no. And then I was like, oh, that's my job. So I was like, actually, yes, I do. But to me, it's like, that's my job. So that's just like copying what I'm told to do. Like they give me the picture and I paint whatever they have, whatever the customer wants, I do.
For sure.
So to me, that's just work. It's not like painting. So at home, that would be like an actual creative process. So, I don't know. Recently, I've been thinking, kind of after college, it was kind of crammed in our brains that every painting you do has to have meaning and has to like have a deeper reasoning behind what you're painting and la la la.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like it was really hard for me to do something that was very thought-provoking because I just like paint stuff that I see that I like, something like that, or like something funny I like to paint. And then I had a revelation while I was in Portland, like, I am not a serious person. Why am I trying to have like super deep paintings with like dark meanings about like global warming or something fucking weird? So I was like, why am I not painting funny things? I should be painting funny things. So I just started a series of, it's kind of taking like, I guess, phrases that people say literally. So,
Okay.
Or just maybe objects. Anyways, so I started, because like I said, Portland beards are here. And since I'm a single lady, I was like, I don't want to date anyone with a beard because beards are like prickly and I don't like that. And I talked to a bunch of other girls and they all said the exact same thing. Like, it looks nice, but you don't want to kiss somebody with a beard because it hurts your face. I was like, yeah, it feels like a scouring pad is on your face. Like, that's horrible. So, and sorry if you guys have beards, I don't remember. Okay. So I took a picture of actually a guy that I went out with off of OkCupid, which is hilarious, who had a beard. And we don't talk anymore, so that's why it's funny. I'm doing a painting of him too, it's super weird. But he has a beard, and I'm doing like this really detailed portrait of him. But instead of his beard on his face, I'm gonna have green scouring pads, so that you're like literally seeing how it feels, I guess.
That's fun.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna do a whole series on stuff like that. So I'm gonna do slippers. Like bunny slippers, but instead of like fluffy bunny slippers, they're going to be literal bunnies like wrapped around people's feet. And I want it all to be as detailed as possible.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So anyway, that's my thought process recently. Is just like, oh, okay, I'm getting excited.
No, please continue.
Go on,
Please
yes.
continue.
I'm just trying to think of like funny ideas in my head that, like, if I think it's funny and it ends up looking good to me, then I think other people will like it. So
Yeah, that's I don't know, sort of the product. I guess people have trouble. I've talked to other people about filling a void of where like people, people expect this kind of music or they expect this out of someone.
yeah,
But like at the end of the day, if you aren't enjoying what you're doing,
no one is.
No one's going to enjoy it. So like,
Yeah.
I'm happy that you came to that realization
Yeah, me too.
because like,
That's a long
if
time coming.
if you enjoy it, there will be an audience,
Yeah, I think so too. I agree.
or at least that's the hope.
Yeah. Yeah. My fingers are crossed. I also came up with this idea. I haven't started it, but I think it's amazing, and I feel like I have to do it. So I don't know, I was going to do paintings of, obviously you guys know Lena Dunham. from girls. Okay. I think she's hilarious, and she's always naked all the time. So I was thinking, how cool would it be if I did a painting of Lena Dunham's ass, like really well done, and then sent it to her, like tried, like any mailing address that I get for her, like if it's a studio or some sort of agency or whatever, it doesn't matter. I would do the painting and send it there, because hopefully eventually she would get it and be like, holy shit, somebody painted my butt. That's hilarious. And so then I got the idea, like, I should just be painting a bunch of comedians' butts. And like, so many comedians would think that's funny. Oh my God. That would be funny. Yeah. So I want to do a bunch of people. I think I should do Jimmy Fallon. Jim Gaffigan should be in there, because that'd be super weird and hilarious.
I think you should do Jim Gaffigan, but like have a semi-invisible person behind him. As if, that's the person in the audience.
Yeah.
I think that'd be perfect.
I know.
But it's the invisible person's butt.
Okay.
just to go with your butt theme.
Yeah. that would be good. I think that'd be funny. Yeah. So anyway, my goal for that, this is, who knows when I'll be able to do this, if I ever will, but I feel like I have to, is to do a show of butts. And then, like, instead of title cards, I'll just have the address that I'm mailing them to. And then after the show is done, mail all of them to these celebrities, and then hopefully get a response from some of them.
From anyone.
Anyone. That would be the coolest thing in the world if they were
that would be really cool.
Portland artist Melissa Martin paints Lena Dunham's ass for no apparent reason.
For absolutely no reason.
That's so funny.
It seems like you'd be the star of one BuzzFeed list.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Right?
Yeah.
19
thank you.
paintings of celebrities' butts.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm excited. I hope that day comes. That means I've made it.
That would be the best BuzzFeed list ever, I think.
That would be the coolest thing of all time. Oh my God. I would print it off and like hang it throughout my house. That'd be cool. Yeah. So anyway, my creative process is becoming hilarious, and I like it.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's
all you can really ask for.
Yeah.
And it's like also the most like Melissa thing I've ever heard of.
Thanks.
Like, I've known you for a while, and
yeah,
that's one of the more Melissa type things I've ever heard.
Thank you.
And it makes me so happy.
Good. Yeah, I'm glad I realized that about myself. Like,
I just like painting butts. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just hilarious. I was trying to do serious paintings of, I mean, I liked them. They were fine. Just portraits of people, but I don't know. I'm just not a serious person all the time. So why would I be doing that? Sounds boring. Who wants to be serious all the time? Nobody. Boring people.
They're the worst.
Not us.
Ugh. Not us.
Ugh.
No.
Yeah. Yeah.
Gross.
All
right. I wanted to talk to you a little bit about the difference between the two, art forms, I guess. Mm-hmm. I know you through music is where I met you.
Yes.
And you're also an artist.
Yeah.
So I would like to just get your take on the big differences between the two.
Oh.
For you, at least, from your experience.
Yeah. Okay.
Because you're one of those rare people that can talk about both.
We can't do that.
I cannot, no.
Okay. Well, those are like the only things I can do, so if that makes you feel any better.
Yeah,
no. Not at all.
No.
As we found out, I am very bad at biology.
Biology. Yeah.
Not good at much else.
No. Okay. I don't think
my
that's
career
true.
was chosen for me.
That chose the wrong one, so we're all in a good boat.
Yeah, good for us. Okay, never mind. Okay, the difference between like art and music to me.
For you.
Okay. For you.
I'd love to. For you.
For you. Okay.
I do declare.
I feel like when I graduated high school, it was like a sad choosing like, oh, do I go to school for music or for art? Because I'm not going for anything else, that's for sure. Because that's all I can do. Anyways, I chose art because I guess I felt like, I don't know, I think they're both a continuous learning process. Like, you always are getting better. Like, there's never
sure.
a time when you're done learning about it, which is probably everything, I guess. But I think art was, or like painting specifically, was just more interesting to me. Especially, I just don't, I guess I didn't, maybe I wasn't as confident about music. It's always been fun, like a fun thing that I can do on the side. Because I've been, by the way, I've been doing a little side project band thing with Trip. And, so that's been fun. I've been singing and trying to play synth, which is hilarious. But we're writing like really goofy songs about X-Files and stuff, so it's really fun. But it's, to me, music has always been the fun thing I can do when I have time, I guess. And I think I made that decision after high school when I decided to go to school for art. It was like, it's not that I've never not wanted to be involved in music, because I have been this whole time, but it just hasn't been as big of a commitment as painting and all that other stuff. Like, to me now, I don't like to call myself an artist because that seems like a really big title. Like, Van Gogh was an artist. I'm just a painter. So to me right now, like, painting is my job, and that's what I'm like, I gotta make a living off painting right now, I guess. And that's like my adult life for now. But music is just something I definitely don't think I could rely on for money. So
yeah,
that's the difference for me. Money is fun, and art and painting is like a way that I can make an income. And it's also, I guess that's real. I also
pragmatic
just
way
love
to look at
painting.
it.
So
for sure. For sure.
It sounded kind of sad when I said it out loud. I also am passionate about painting, if that makes it sound any less bad. I love painting too. So
Well, the nonchalant way you put it out there definitely makes me believe it.
I'm really passionate.
I guess
real,
I'm
it's
passionate too,
real.
I guess.
like,
I guess there's that.
no, it is.
If that helps.
No, it's just, when you find something that you love to do, that you also realize you can make money doing, is like the coolest thing ever. So I'm just going to keep running with it, I guess.
For sure.
That's the
awesome.
difference. Yeah, okay.
For
that sounds
sure.
better than me saying that first thing. Okay. Yeah.
We're leaving both in, don't worry.
Yeah. Thanks.
I guess I look at it. I see it in a similar situation, so I get where you're coming from. Mm-hmm. I'm part of a percussion trio, and like there's no way on God's green earth that we can make a living doing this. Because like, who's gonna pay top dollar to see three doofus friends like try to play percussion music? I guess.
You know how to play. Don't sell yourself short. I know that.
Not to the level that, like, if you're gonna pay money to see percussion, those people are like the best.
Yeah, but
there's no such thing as like an amateur percussion group.
Yeah.
like
I don't know. I think you're selling yourself short a little bit.
Maybe no. I've seen these people.
Yeah,
I've paid
I know.
I've paid top dollar to go see
Paid
them.
the top dollar.
Yeah.
Okay.
Take the pity compliment, Alex.
Yeah,
Take it
I'm
and run.
trying. Yeah.
I will not. I
No.
will not. But I chose education.
Yeah.
Because I can do something, that I love doing, but I can also make not a great living because it's education,
That's
but I
okay.
can make a living.
Yeah.
So I totally get where you're coming from.
Yeah. Okay.
And yeah, like, I'm passionate about music too, if that helps.
Yeah. Shut up.
All right. Okay. I guess my last Adam, do you have any questions before I do my last one?
Go for it, buddy. We worked
All right.
we worked on these together. So
Yeah, it was definitely together. It was
we talked
you were
about them
involved
together.
Yeah, definitely. You were definitely involved in the conversation. Anyway. Anyway, Melissa, my last question is, did you make those?
Oh my god. I haven't heard that for so long. Oh my god. I forgot about that.
Did you wool them from sheep?
Oh my god. Did I say
That's my
that
last
in real
question.
life? That's amazing.
Inside jokes.
Yeah, and I think it's 3 people that'll get it.
Wow.
2 people will find it funny.
I feel like we haven't changed much from...
No, I'm still
High
the
school.
big dumb idiot that I was back then.
I mean,
Except now I have some semblance of responsibilities.
yeah, now we have to pay bills, but we're still idiots. That
Yep.
sucks.
Anyway, I don't even think Adam knows that inside joke. Like he's out in left field too.
I'm just sitting here.
Wah. Yep.
The good old CC band days.
Oh my gosh. That's crazy. I played electric violin in a band. Or a show
Yeah.
choir. That's the most, that's
First
the
show
nerdiest
choir.
thing in the world.
Yeah. Adam and I really like to do this with our new microphones.
Oh.
Hello, CC band.
I'm
me.
on the radio.
Oh my
I'm
god.
on the radio.
Mr. Lake.
That guy.
What a guy.
That guy. One of those guys.
That guy. Anyway,
Yep.
Melissa, it has been a real treat.
Yeah.
I couldn't decide between the word treat or
pleat.
pleasure on that one. I didn't know which way I wanted to go, and I went with treat.
It's been a pleat.
It has been a pleat having you on the show. You are very similar to pleated pants.
It's
and it
been a
is-
pleat being on.
All right.
So much room through the thigh.
Thanks. That's nice of you guys to have me. I hope that I had good, informative answers for you.
No, you definitely did.
Oh, most
good.
definitely.
Good.
It was some good stuff.
Good
Good
stuff.
knowledge.
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 All right. It's power, I tell you. It's power.
Okay.
All right. On that note,
Thank you so much for listening, everybody. We'll be right back with a quick segment number 3 in just a moment. Welcome back to segment 3 of Reunited, and it feels so bad. I am Adam, and with me is my faithful co-host, Mr. Alex Vega. Hello, Alex.
well, hello there, Adam. How are you? How do you feel the show went today?
Oh, I feel pretty good about it. I think it was a dandy of a show.
It was a treat having our dear friend Melissa Martin
Yes,
talk to us about being one of them artistes.
one of them fancy artists I hear so much of from the big city of Portland, Oregon.
Way up there in the north.
Way up north. So we're going to finish this episode by, as usual, requesting that you send any of your questions along to any of our methods of contact. You may pin us a letter and send it over. You may leave a message on our YouTube page or email us at reunitedanditfeelsomeh@gmail.com.
Don't you forget about our Facebook page, Adam.
Oh, my stars, I almost did. Well, if you feel so inclined, please leave a message on our Facebook page as well.
As always, I am Adam.
And I'm Alex.
You have yourselves just a great day, everybody.
Thank you so much for listening.
I know I'll give it all one day, like the